Shabbat Shalom.
Okay.
People are welcome to move up if you would like. But it's good to see how and where everybody sits in our configuration. We'll begin with a nigun, a melody without words to get us into the Shabbat mood. Shabbat Shalom, we turn in our Sidurim to page 10 as we sing the first paragraph of Yedid Nefesh. Up Sila Karen to light the Shabbat candles for us this evening. Please rise. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We continue on page 11.
לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. נרי רצו אישנו נקמה, פניו ותודה. נרי רצו אישנו, בזמירות נריע לו. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. לכו נרננה,
לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה,
לכו נרננה.
Bottom of page 12, the red arrow.
40 שנה כל בדור, ואמר את לבבם, וילדו רחי, אשר נשברי באפי, עם עוון אל מנוחתי.
We sing together on 13.
שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, מסרו מיום ליום ישועתו. איי 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 איי
We continue on 14 at the red arrow.
ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, ירעם הים ומלואו. ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, ירעם הים.
Halo, sarai bechol asher bo, az yanan kol atziyar, livnei Adonai kivak, kivar yishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel betzedek, ve'amim be'emunato.
We continue on 17 quietly, and then we'll sing together, beginning 3 lines from the top on 18. Mizmor Shir
Mizmor Shirun Adonai Shir Chadar. Somru l'Adonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, בחצוצרות וקול שופר, הריעו לפני המלך אדוני. ירם הים ומלואו, תבל ויושבי בה, נהרות ימחאו כף, יחד הרים ירננו. לפני אדוני קיווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק, ועמים במישרים. ירם הים ומלואו, תבל ויושבי בה, לפני אדוני קיווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק, ועמים במישרים. ירם הים ומלואו, תבל ויושבי בה, נהרות ימחאו כף, יחד הרים ירננו.
We continue quietly on 19, and then we'll sing together at the arrow on 20. As a reminder, in the Siddur, there's a lot of transliteration on the left side of the page in red font, so if you're less familiar with the Hebrew, feel free to use the transliteration on the left. Rise as we sing together on page 21.
Sev lavotesh Kol Adonai Yachil Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh Kol Adonai Yecholel Ayalon Sof Yeharot Hodechalo Nomer Kavod Adonai Lama Bol Yashav Vayeshev Adonai Melech le'olam Hay 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 Adonai Oz le'amoytem Adonai Yevarech Amo Shalom Lai 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 lai
You may be seated. We continue on page 23 as we sing the first two verses of the Chadodi. Then we'll turn ahead to 25 to sing the last two verses. When we turn for the last verse, we'll stand and we'll turn and face the door as we symbolically welcome in the Shabbat bride. Page 23.
Likrat likrat kala B'nei b'nei Shabbat nekabe la 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 Lecha lecha dodi Likrat likrat kala B'nei b'nei Shabbat nekabe la 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 Lecha dodi Likrat likrat kala B'nei b'nei Shabbat nekabe la 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 Lecha lecha dodi Likrat likrat kala B'nei b'nei Shabbat nekabela Shamor וזכור ודיבור אחד השמיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמו אחד לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה לה 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 Louder Likrat kala B'nei b'nei Shabbat nekabe la 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 Lecha lecha dodi Likrat likrat kala B'nei b'nei Shabbat nekabe la Likrat Shabbat nechu v'necha Ki מקור הברכה מראש מכם דמסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה Now we need you. לקראת קלה בני בני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה בני בני שבת נקבלה ימין ושמאל תפרוצי והנה תריצי ידיש בן מויצי ונשמחה ונגילה לה 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 Please rise and face the door. Likrat kala, pene pene shabat nekabela la la la. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat kala, pene pene shabat nekabela. Boi v'shalom, aderet bala, gam v'simcha. צהלה, כוחי המונה, עם סגולה.
Bohi hala, bohi hala,
La 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 la.
lecha, dodi, likrat, likrat, hala, b'nei b'nei
Shabbat nekra v'la la la la.
lecha,
Lecha dodi, likrat likrat
hala, b'nei b'nei
Shabbat nekra v'la la 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 la. Lecha dodi, likrat likrat
hala, b'nei b'nei
Shabbat nekra v'la la 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 la. Lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala.
b'nei b'nei
Shabbat nekra Shabbat shalom.
You may be seated. We'll continue on page 27. We'll read responsively in the English, and then we'll conclude together on 28 in the Hebrew with Tzaddik HaTamar. It is good to thank you, Adonai, and sing to your name most high, to proclaim your love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night. You gladden me with your deeds, Adonai, and I shall sing of your handiwork. The arrogant do not understand, the fool does not comprehend this. The wicked flourish like grass, and every evildoer blossoms, only to be destroyed forever. Surely your enemies, Adonai, surely your enemies will perish. All who commit evil will be scattered. As my enemies gather against me, my gaze remains steady, for my ears listen and hear. In old age they remain fruitful, still fresh and bountiful, proclaiming, Adonai is upright, my rock, in whom there is no flaw.
Amar ifra kerez balvanon isgei shetulim mevet Adonai b'chatzot Eloheinu yafrichu Od yenovon b'seiva deshenim ve'ananim
We read together in the Hebrew on 29. Adonai
Adonai
malach
malach
lavesh, lavesh Adonai osit azar, aftikon tevel bal timot, nachon kisacha ma'az me'olam ata, nas'u naharot Adonai, nas'u naharot kolam, yis'u naharot doch yam, mikol maim rabim adirim ishbarei yam, adir b'marom Adonai, Edotecha nemnu me'od, leveitcha navakodesh, Adonai la'orech yamim. Mourner's Kaddish, page 30. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba, ve'alma divrach hirtei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'gala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mivorach Le'olam U'Me'al Maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shmei Dekudusha Brechu. Le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechamata. Damiram b'alma v'imru amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba min Shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Shabbat shalom, you may be seated. So, our son, Dave and my son, Jared, started high school last week. And he started at the Abraham Joshua Heschel School on the west side. And so Heschel has been a part of my mind for the last 10 days. I'm getting emails from them. I'm there. We were there for open house last night. And he even came home the first day of school with a T-shirt with different quotes of Heschel on his back. It was great. I said, this is quite unique and quite incredible, and why we're so glad he's there. So Heschel's been on my mind, and Shabbat has been on my mind, especially getting ready for tonight. So I thought we could study a little bit from one of the best books there is, called The Sabbath by Abraham Joshua Heschel. I was given this book in 1996 after I had staffed my first summer of USY on Wheels. And the group leader gave it to me as a gift to say, after the summer we've all had together, sometimes we just need a break. But of course, Shabbat is more than just a break. It's something beautiful. And tonight we are in a sacred space. And I want to reflect on some of Heschel's words because we think that a bit of Shabbat and a bit of what Heschel does is about criticizing space. And so how can I be talking about criticizing space when we're in our beautiful new sanctuary, renewed, transformed sanctuary? Because this is just incredible. I mean, the feeling that I'm having with all of you here is wonderful. So I want to share how Rabbi Heschel brings these ideas of sacred time and sacred space together. So he starts by writing, in technical civilization, we expend time to gain space. We expend time to gain space. To enhance our power in the world of space is our main objective, right? I mean, that's pretty true, that most of the time, whatever we do, we're trying to figure out how do we gain more, get more, do more. So in technical civilization, we expend time to gain space to enhance our power. Yet, he writes, to have more does not mean to be more. To have more does not mean to be more. And we certainly know that's true. That there are people who have lots and who feel very empty. So you can have all of the riches, both literal and metaphor, in the world and not really appreciate what's inside. And he's challenging us on that. And then he writes, the power we attain in the world of space terminates abruptly at the border of time. What does that mean? Can't take it with us, right? Last Sunday I officiated at 2 unveilings. It's the same space regardless of what you had in the world. And there is an abruptness that happens. You're alive with all of this space, and then time speaks to you, and you don't have that space anymore. It's something very different. It's something much deeper. And he writes, so time is the heart of existence. Time is the heart of existence. So if that's the case, why do we think about space? What is the power of sacred space? So before I give Heschel's answer, what do you think? What is the power of thinking about space, of building, if at the end of the day, a space is going to outlive all of us? Why think about space? Erica. Okay, so you're not only, I'm putting words in your mouth, that it's not just about now, but you're building space for generations to come. Excellent. Anybody else? Annette. Okay. Okay, so we're each a link in a golden chain, and we strengthen that chain by actions, and certainly tonight as we're together here, and this isn't just any space, that's part of the point, that there's space and there's space, and this is space. And how we appreciate space is incredible. And so Heschel says the higher goal of spiritual living is not to amass a wealth of information, but to face sacred moments. It's not about wealth of information, it's about sacred moments. And I think that's an important distinction because information is actually more like time than it is like space, because space is something tangible, information is something out there. And Heschel is saying it's not about the wealth of information, but actually facing these sacred moments when we come together. And so he says time and space are interrelated. To overlook either of them is to be partially blind. What we plead against is humanity's unconditional surrender to space, his enslavement to things. We must not forget that it is not a thing that lends significance to a moment. It is the moment that lends significance to things. And that's the nexus of Shabbat as sacred time and sanctuary as sacred space. That when we come together in a sanctuary and all that that word evokes, and we do it together on a rhythm and in a ritual, and we do it in community, we are finding a way to link the importance of space to a moment in time so that we can celebrate this sacred moment. So thank you for being here tonight, and I hope this is just one of many as we really kick off the new programmatic season this year. Shabbat Shalom. Page 39A, please rise. We'll help him with the, let's help him.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Hey, hi, la 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 la. Hi, la 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 la. Hi, la 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 la. Hi, la 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 la. Hi, la 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 la. Hi, la 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 la. Hi, la 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 la. Hi, la 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 la.
Seated, and let me say we do have a number of seats up here. So for people who came in a little late, you are welcome to move up if you would like. Bottom of 39A.
Ben Yom. Avdil ben Yom over Laila. Adonai Tzvaot Shemo Echai Bekayam Tavit Himloch Aleinu Le'olam Va'ed Baruch Atah Adonai Amar
page 40.
אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשוכבנו ובקומנו, נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח לדברי תורתך, ולמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגן יומם בלילה. לילה, לילה,
ועבדך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל.
41.
שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיום הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ולכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בעיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. ויום שמעתי אדוני אלוהיכם, אמן.
Top of 44.
Yam bam bam bim bim bam, yam bam bam bim bam, yam bam bam bim bim bam, yam bam bam bim bam, yam bam bim bim bam, yam bam bam bim bam, yam bam bim bim bam, yam bam bam bim bam. Mihi kamocha
באים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות,
אוסף אלה,
נורא תהילות,
אוסף אלה. Sing, sing. Yam bam bam bim bim bam, yam bam bam bim bam, yam bam bim bim bam, yam bam bam bim bam, yam bam bim bim bam, yam bam bam bim bam. Mahal lechutecha rahu vanecha, boho kehayam lifnei Moshe. Ze'eli anu ve'amru Adonai imlo bim bim bam, yam bam bam bim bam, yam bam ba bim bim bam, yam bam bam bim bam.
Venemar.
אמר גבעת אדוני את יעקב וגלם יד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גל ישראל
45. Hashkivan.
ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם מעתה ועד עולם מעתה ועד עולם ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם מעתה ועד עולם מעתה ועד עולם
Hashkivan Adonai.
השיבנו אדוני
Eloheinu לשלום.
אלוהינו לשלום ועמירנו מלכנו לחיים ופרוס עלינו שמחת שלומך מעתה ועד עולם מעתה ועד עולם מעתה ועד עולם ברוך אתה אדוני הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים.
Please rise, page 46.
ושמרו בני ישראל
את השבת, לעשות את השבת
לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת
לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. אותי לעולם. אותי לעולם.
ושמרו בני ישראל
את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני
עשה אדוני
את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית וביום השביעי שבת וינפש
שבת וינפש
שבת וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ושמעו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. יתגדל ויתקדש מרבה.
אמן.
נאמר דברי חירותי וימליך מלכותי. בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה, בעגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבם מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירה בכל מה ואמרו
We turn to 47. We'll sing the first line Adonai Sfatai out loud, and then we'll continue with the Amidah quietly.
השמיים והארץ וכל צבעם וכבר אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu, Eloi Avraham, Eloi Yitzchak, Eloi Yaakov, Eloi Sarah, Eloi Rivka, Eloi Rachel, Eloi Lea, האל הגדול הגיבור והנורא העליון, כל שמיים וארץ.
Top of 54.
אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, רצה ומנוחתנו. Hey, yum bada bim bim bam. Hey, yum bada bim bim bam. Hey, yum bada bim bim bam. Bye, yabba bim bim bam. Hey, yum bada bim bim bam. Hey, yum bada bim bim bam. Yum bada bim bim bam. Bye, yabba bim bim bam. קדשנו במצוותיך ותן חלקנו בתורתך שבענו מטובך ושמחנו בישועתך לה 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 Bim bim bam, yum bada bim bim bam, yum bada bim bim bam, bye yabba bim bim bam, yum bada bim bim bam, yum bada bim bim bam, yum bada bim bim bam, bye yabba bim bim bam. וינחילנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה וברצון שבת קודשך ברחובה ישראל מקדשי שמך לה 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 bim bim bam, yum bada bim bim bam, yum bada bim bim bye bye, yum bada bim bim bam, yum bada bim bim bam, yum bada bim bim bam, yum bada bim bim bye bye, yum bam bam bam. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh hashabat.
Amen. 54, middle of the page.
יתגלה ויתקנה השם מרפא.
אמן.
מולמר ורהירותי מהמיך ברכותי מהיכול וימכל וחדול בית ישראל בגלה בזמן קריב וימרו. אמן. יהי שמך במבורך לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה. יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לגרושה
ברכו.
לעילה מכל מחלה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמרן בלמה וימרו אמן תרכה בעל סלות הרמתו דכל בית ישראל קנה ונשמיה וימרו אמן יהי השתבח רבה משמיה וחיים עלינו בכל ישראל וימרו אמן עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל וימרו אמן יעשה שלום שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל 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 ויאמרו אמן.
I've asked Sabrina to help lead Kiddush with the cantor. So come over here, Sabrina. And John.
Remember?
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו מצוותיו ורצה בנו ושמע לקדשו באהבה ורצון הנחיל לנו זיכרון למעשה בראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקרא קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים loud כיוונו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתם ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
We remain standing for Aleinu on 56.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גאולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו במשפחות האדמה, שלא שם אלוקינו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ובאים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ ומשב יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו בגבי מרומים אלוהינו אין עוד אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו קקתו בתורתו וידעת היום והשבותו אל לבביך השמיים ממעל ועל הארץ
ועל הארץ מתחת עינינו.
על פי נקבלך. כתוב בתורתך אדוני מלך לעולם ועד ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
You may be seated. We turn ahead to page 59 for the Psalm for the Season of Repentance.
לדוד אדוני ולבשי ממיר אדוני מוסיינו. לולא אמרתי בדורות בטוב אדוני בארץ חיים, קבל אדוני חזק ויאמץ ליבך וקבל אדוני.
Mourner's Kaddish, page 58. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach yirtei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'gala v'zman kariv v'imru amen, yehei shmei rabbah mevorach l'olam u'me'almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei dekudusha brichu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechamata damiram be'alma v'imru amen Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen Oseh shalom b'mromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. You may be seated. A number of announcements, and then Shari's just going to share a few words. First, I want to thank Dov and Inbar and the entire ensemble for leading us in the first musical Shabbat of the season.
Gona Levi, Tal,
Yeah.
David, and our wonderful member, Joel.
Thank you. Excellent. So a few announcements. Tomorrow morning, we will celebrate as Annabelle Abramowitz becomes bat mitzvah. She'll celebrate here with our community. Also this weekend, I want to welcome David Chapman, who has been welcoming many of you as you came into the sanctuary. He's in the back of the sanctuary right now. David is in his second year of rabbinical school at JTS and will be interning with us at the synagogue all year. He was here throughout the summer. He's now going to be here several days a week and generally 2 Shabbatot or holidays a month, depending on the month of what October is like. If any of you are able to host him on Shabbat, we're always looking for home hospitality. It's much more fun than staying by yourself in a hotel. We have a number of our hosts that have helped in the past. Let's see, Judy, who is helping tonight, Judy and Rich. We have Barbara and Evan who have helped, Mike and Joan who have helped, Don and Irene who aren't here right now, but they've helped. So if there are other people, Harriet, I am sorry. Harriet and I each helped. Right, that is true. Thank you. I knew I was forgetting. I'm sorry. But if any of you live generally in walking distance, which is figure within 25 blocks or so, walking distance is different depending on the person. So even if you don't think it's walking distance, 25 blocks is walking distance for David. And if you're able to host on a Friday into a Saturday night, it would be greatly appreciated. We have a very busy and very exciting week ahead. Monday night, our young professionals are having their first SPS talks. It's called YP Style. They're going to talk about what the Israeli election means to us as American Jews. The Israeli election is on Tuesday. David's been working with one of our members, Max Gershberg, to put that program together. Simultaneously, a number of us are going to be going to Temple Emmanuel to hear Danny Gordis and Thomas Friedman, who are speaking at Emmanuel. That's Monday. Tuesday, the Women's League is putting on a really fascinating program with the editor-in-chief, what the Me Too movement means for the Jewish community and Jewish journalists. We're going to be talking about that about a year and a half after the Me Too movement really started breaking. So that's Tuesday night. Wednesday, we continue with Hebrew school, and it's our first Hebrew High Wednesday night as we start the program on Jewish history. Even if you don't have a kid that's eligible, 8th through 12th grade, please take a look. I sent it out in the email today, what we're doing for our teens. We have some really exciting programming, and this Sunday, our 8th through 12th graders are going to the cloisters to see the exhibit, the exhibit on a French community where they found numerous Jewish artifacts. So that's coming up. Thursday night is the KNS Back to School evening, and then next Friday night, we celebrate as Greg and Sarah celebrate with Fisher as he becomes bar mitzvah. So tag, you're it. Next Friday night, he's on, and we know it's going to be beautiful. So we have a lot coming up this week, and of course, the holidays are in just over 2 weeks, which we kick off with Slichot next Saturday night, and with that, I'll invite up Shari.
So next Saturday night is Slichot, and we're going to dedicate the sanctuary, and we're going to honor the people that made this possible. But there's one person that's not going to be there that is here tonight, and I need to tell you about what he did, because we would not be sitting in this beautiful sanctuary without Tal Ayal. And a little under a year ago, when we had the focus groups, Helen came to the focus group, and she was listening to some of the ideas and gave some ideas and came over to us, and she said, you should really speak to my husband. He can really help you. And no truer words were ever said. Tal has been at every planning meeting, helped us find the architects, helped us find the right contractors. Every Tuesday at 4 o'clock, this is a busy man. He came to a meeting and made sure it happened. And we are lucky to have him on our side, because no negotiator is tougher than Tal, and he was on our side. And then while the construction was here, every Monday morning. And honestly, Tal, forever I will be grateful, because a president is only as good as the people that help her do her job. And you are the man. So thank you. We will miss you on Saturday, but thank you, thank you, thank you.
Absolutely true. And so much more to come. We do encourage you to come next Saturday night as we officially dedicate this sacred space that I spoke about earlier, and then go right into our Slichot service led by the Shira Choir and Richard Slade and the cantor myself. And then Rosh Hashanah is 2 weeks from Sunday night. So if you don't yet know where you're going to be with us and call Harriet and make the plans so that you can be with Sutton Place Synagogue. We have a lot going on over the holidays this year. We're going to conclude on page 62. I invited, there are lots of kids here. I saw Xavier, I saw Fisher, Jonah, Zach. Come on. Sabrina, come on. Dana. Last one for Fisher. Fisher, you are not getting off the hook. I know that in 2 weeks I can't make you come up, but I can make you come up now.
Okay, please come on.
Xavier, you know it. It's Yigdal.
Yes, good. Wonderful.
Come on. Yeah, you've done your bar mitzvah. Come on up. No? Okay. All right, Dana, come on. All right, Dana and Fisher. I knew I could count on a few of you. Page 62, and then everybody's invited to the Oneg in the foyer. Okay. Careful on the wire. Careful. Over here. Here. Okay. 1, 2, Jonathan, Fisher. 1, 2, 3.
Yigdal Elohim Chai ve'yishtabach nimtza ve'ener ha'metziuto. En lo demut haguf ve'eno guf lo naroch elav kedushato. Hino Adon Olam lecho notzar yoreg gdulato malchuto. Lo kam beYisrael kemoshe od navi u'ma'abir et emunato. Lo yachal Yifa'el ve'lo yamir dato le'olamim le'zulato. Rata.